When I was about 13 years old, I started praying for my future husband. I started praying for his purity and for his holiness. And as I've gotten older, I've realized if I'm not praying for my future husband, who is? There's no guarantees that anyone else is praying for him. And as I was sitting inside getting ready for my video, I realized, getting married is all about serving the other person. Jesus was our example, and he came into this world not to be served, but to serve. And right now, before I know who I'm going to marry, the only way that I can serve my future husband is to pray for him. And I can actually start serving him by praying for him before I even know who he is. I thought that was such an awesome thought to think about. But I actually have a little list for you, a 3x5 card. And a couple of years ago in a Bible study, we were talking about praying for our future husbands, and we all made up a list of 5 things that we wanted, character qualities that we wanted in our future husbands. And I'm going to read the list to you. The 5 prayers that I have are: number 1, that he would not have a love for the world. Number 2 is that he would think of others above himself. Number 3 is that he would guard his mind, keep it pure. Number 4 is that he would be committed to spiritual growth, constantly growing closer to the Lord and searching out the scriptures and seeing what God has to say and seeing how he should live according to the Bible. And then number 5 was that he would have a 1 Corinthians 13 love. That's the passage where it goes, love is patient, love is kind, it does not envy, it does not boast. So I wanted him to have that kind of love, because that's what true love is. And this is the exact list I made up a couple years ago. And the other half of the challenge, though, was that I would take this list and reflect it back into my own life. Because if I want to marry a godly man like this with these types of characteristics, when he gets to the age where he's looking for a wife and he's coming around saying, where's a godly woman that I can marry? Well, I need to have these characteristics in my own life. I can't expect to marry someone with all of these great, godly characteristics and then just be doing my own thing, living, according to the world standards. No, I have to have biblical standards in my own life. So I challenge you to make a list of 5 spiritual things, spiritual characteristics, character qualities that you want in your future husband, and start diligently praying for those every day. And then reflect it back on yourself and start working on those things, praying that God would develop those character qualities in your own life. And just remember that prayer is very important, and it's a habit that you will need to carry from now, once you're engaged, once you're married. It's something that you need to constantly do for your husband and for your future husband. And so it's an amazing habit that you can start working on right now. And remember, marriage is all about serving. And this is one of the only ways that you can actually start serving your future husband, by praying for him. So who will take the challenge with me of starting to pray for their future husband? If you already do, that's awesome, and I'm really glad you do that. And if you don't, if you're married, if you're single, if you know who you're gonna marry, I challenge you to start praying for your future husband. I'd love to hear what you girls think about this topic. Let me know what you think about praying for your future husband. If you do that, if you've ever thought about that, leave your comments below. I'd love to hear from you.